If we get to a tie, we have to break the, we'll break the tie.
Anna, can you close the blinds? Just unclose.
We're going to begin with this right here. Identify for me the literary device. I did not press the B. Go.
But they both reached.
Yeah, I have it.
Go.
The theme is the literary device because the theme represents how the world is when it comes to cities. This is meant to help children to the ages 3, 4, and 5 to understand
Stop.
the world.
You already got 100 points. Switch seats. We're going to look at this book again. Tell me, here goes a surprise question for you guys. How could this book represent metaphor? What is a metaphor for? What could a metaphor be in this? Just identify one metaphor for me in this.
That everything has oh, the theme. Okay, theme is the
And this is a trick question because I never told, this is a new question because I never explained it to any one of your groups, but I just want to see if you could answer the question for 100 points. What is the metaphor? You're out of time. Yeah.
The metaphor is teaching a kid how reality's like and how city's like and outdoors like. There's stores and then there's, teaching a little kid from a young age how a city really looks like or really acts like. Something.
That's 50 points because you know what? You had to say, your sentence had to begin, the multiple images are a metaphor for a city. You had it right. The city part right. 50 points for that. This one is freestyle. You may pick any literary device, alright? Shh. We're looking at pecking. The saddest thing I ever did was a woodpecker pecking a plastic tree. I would like you to explain any literary device.
who was that?
Yeah.
So the conflict in there was, so the conflict was character versus nature because the plastic tree was showing that there's pollution and people are cutting down trees for no reason, and it was showing that that's...
Thank you. 100 points for them. I'm going to put one more 100-point question there just out there because we had a 50-point question to switch seats.
Sweet.
A light in the attic. Identify for me any literary device. Hands down. Hey, hands down.
I call cheating!
Any literary device.
I call cheating on this team. Their hand is up still.
Identify it.
I have the literary device. The literary devices in the metaphor because it says I can see a flicker of flutter. And also explain how people, when they have an idea, they compare what they like bulb, and also to be beginning how it says it's dark and shuttered in the place. It could actually be how its mind is being empty, and the picture shows that its head is an attic, so it can also represent.
What's the score after round one?
250 left.
Okay,
100
Mr.
right.
Raleigh.
All right.
Let's not notice the cheat that she
All right. You need to identify for me. I will not accept moral development steps in the answer for psychological term. You must identify the other two psychological terms, the other two. So one of them could be the first reading that we had about children's literature and what its function is, and the other one can be that PDF that showed it in great pages. Who liked that distraction? Who liked my distraction?
Okay, who's got the key?
Who got it? Who was the person who got it?
What? Yeah,
I don't know hit the bell.
yeah, she hit the bell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we have the ages.
Go, clock ticking.
Matt, if you're at a place, you have to participate.
10 seconds.
I really can't. Okay, so the quote that we have for this, to back up what we're about to say, is, and our fish came down too. He fell into a pot, said, I do not like this. Oh no, I do not. It's not a good game, said our fish as he lit. No, I do not like it, not one little bit. So we decided that quote would help us explain this because the ages in this book that could help resonance with the psychology term of. See all the psychology.
Man.
Okay, so the children's so do we say the psychological term too? Okay, so this is how it relates to stages of age to 4 to 6 because it says
You said
children.
to not use that one.
It says
I said
PDF.
you could do moral development.
You said to not.
So the ages
The
4 to 6.
PDF was okay. Go
It says
ahead.
ages 4 to 6. Children live in imaginative play and activities and make believe or a
You're right. You get to spend your point.
Okay, someone else.
For 200 points, I need you to explain to me the psychological term for a prayer of a selfish child. I didn't press it.
Well, they didn't.
Synopsis.
Psychological term.
Psychology. It's ages 9 to. No. You can't answer. She has to
this?
I just read this. Okay. Can I? Someone else has to answer. Okay, it's say that one.
Okay. Ages
10 seconds.
Okay.
Ages 8 to 9 cognitive growth and language development increases capacity for problem solving and wordplay. Likes the challenge of solving puzzles and mysteries. High interest in twists of plot, secret
I'm sorry, but that is incorrect. Go.
The stages, it's the stages, right?
Whatever you want. It was a free to open.
This stage is stage 0 of moral development stage because they haven't learned their lesson that sharing is caring, basically what they're supposed to learn at a young age.
200 points to that side. All right. Psychological device for this. Okay, this is the book.
Who hit it? The stage. Okay, psychology.
I'm not gonna repeat my question. I already gave it to you.
Because it's learning about. Okay, zoom in so she can see it. Just say it.
Hurry and identify.
10 seconds.
Anyone can say it. Anyone can say it.
Hurry up.
Yeah, just say it.
Okay, we said self-interest orientation because stage 2 self-interest
No,
orientation
he's shaking his head.
because as children
Just
grow
stop
older-
talking. He's shaking his head.
Let's see each other.
Can I go? Okay. So the psychological term is teaching social codes is what the book does. This is by the shopping where it shows people buying things like orange carrots, red apples, etc., etc. Also by different jobs.
200 points goes to that team.
Come on, guys.
It's a 2 people. 300.
How much?
650, 13.
Okay, 200, another 200. Okay, so here goes another 200 question. Because this is the most interesting, you know, these teams just go bazookas with this. I'd like you to identify the psychological device or a psychological term for a pecking tree.
The whole thing said.
Give it to me and I'll read it. It's about the pecking.
10 seconds.
Give it to me and I'll read it.
Pecking.
Come on, guys, someone start talking.
Hurry.
5.
4, 3, 2,
Teachers need to. Alright, what do you need? Mr. Mosley! 8 to 9. Age is 8 to 9. What else? I'm
sorry, I can't get your point. Go.
It's stage 5 because the children understand the outside world. Like, it understands that there's troubles in the world. Like, there's pollution. There's like all those
You're right.
things. So it's stage 5.
You're right.
The ages are 10. 10 and up. 10
You're right. You're right. You got it. All right. We're now in the hard part of this. Just go. You already helped the team. 325 points. All right. You need to explain to me a literary device, psychological device, and the top end part of the book and the moral of the story. Okay.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay, say it. Is that the? Okay, say it. Say that one.
Okay, oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, preschool age cares about the world, enjoys stories about everyday experiences, pets,
I can't hear. Keep going.
playthings, home, and people in the immediate environment.
And the quote from the book is,
In the main street has a mail carrier and a baker.
the theme.
Is that everything has a name. The life lesson is that everything has a name and kids should learn it.
325 points. Did you guys hear that? That means that it's getting real here. Huh?
Yeah, real.
What's the point? What's the point?
You have 850.
All right, 25 again.
At least you guys bring up comments.
This is an extremely hard question.
Hit that bell, Javon.
We are going to look at a light in the attic, and you need to tell me the liter. Eric and Brandon, I need you seated in a chair. Psychological, literary device, quote idea from this book, from this poem, and then I need you to tell me what the moral of this story is.
Javon.
Go to the where's can I answer? No.
29.
Can I say it?
Anyone can enter it. You haven't talked.
Anna hasn't talked. Connor hasn't talked.
Anna or Connor.
The quote or idea is, I can see a flicker, flutter. That also explains how people, when they have an idea, they compare it with a light bulb. And also in the beginning, how it says a dark, shuttered place, maybe that can be his mind being empty. And the pictures show his head as an attic. The physical term, psychological term is ages 8 to 9. Cognitive growth and language development, increased capacity for problem solving and wordplay. Theme and life lesson is to teach kids not to be empty and be creative and have ideas. And the theme is that there is a person that is starting to have an idea, but in the poem it takes place in an attic.
325 on that side. Ashley, points.
950, Connor's doing 850. That's not over yet, don't be happy.
Wait, what?
950 to 850. Final question.
Just put your hand on it.
Psychological.
Wait, it's not even.
Hold on, don't.
That's not fair. They don't like.
Give me the numbers.
right
Give me
here.
the numbers again. Shh. Give me the numbers again.
850, 950.
Okay. Shh. Listen. Okay. This is gonna be if I'm not satisfied, fully satisfied with your question, because this is hard. You could not get it the very first time we played. Okay. Just know it is very, 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 very difficult to identify all three of the psychological terms. I mean, the one psychological term, one of the literary devices, a quote from the book, and the moral story.
I can't hear.
Oh, okay. But our fish said no, make the cat go away. Tell that the cat and the hat you don't want to play. He should not be here. He should not be here when your mother is out. Psychological term is that this is how it relates to the stages of age to 4 to 6. Should just to learn about imaginary play and activities and the make believe and also one of the life lessons is about to not let strangers in your house and the and the theme. Yeah, that's what.
The theme, what?
No, that was the second lesson. I said the life lesson. I said the life lesson.
Stop! I need you to slow down because, girlfriend, I can't understand.
Okay, you want me to repeat it?
No,
just say
I need to process what you just said to me. Hold on, stop.
She said it so fast.
I think that was like
Hold on, I need to consult with him. He did something wrong. I need to know how bad it is.
Okay, guys. Oh my God. What you did wrong?
You said it's a bad.
Quiet, please. You cannot talk.
You should be a rapper.
I suck at hitting the bell. I know every answer, but I can't hit the bell. It's annoying.
You got nervous, so I'll give you another chance. Okay.
Okay, so
Answer. You know what? Actually, you're gonna take a deduction because you know if I give you another chance, it's unfair. I'm gonna give you a deduction. You have been reduced by 200 points. That you get 125. We have one more $325 question. You got deducted because first you've used that quote now how many times in this? Okay, but also the part of it that I didn't understand is your connection to what was you melded life lesson and literary device.
And just so you know, I stop timing when you start giving your answer. So I stop looking at the timer once you start answering, so you don't have to go so fast.
Then you can you have
You just have to start answering.
if they get 150, what's the
Wait, they got 150?
they'll get 150.
1,000.
No, it's not.
It's not over. Don't give up. Me one.
I'm about to give up. I suck at hitting the bell.
Please
I'll hit it
quiet.
for you.
Connor's team has 1,100. Madrid's team has 850.
850. Yeah.
So is there any way to catch up with us?
Yeah.
Yes.
325.
So if they get
They have
325,
850? 850.
plus 325 is what?
325 would be 1,000.
1,000.
120.
And then what are they at? 1,000 what?
Where are they at? Oh, that.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Let's just go to the end.
Yeah, because they fall straight.
Yeah, because you know what? Last time you guys did embarrass yourself. I will also say there's 2 of them, and there are 5 of you. And this is who said it? You said
Where's
it.
tonight?
This has been a bad balance for them.
Yeah, but
So I'll give 2 more questions just to give 25. Okay? I need a new quote. I need a new psychological term, and I need a new.
I need the audience to be quiet because I can't hear answers when they start speaking.
Leave it here on the table. Okay. Again, we will go to this book. I need you to give me psychological terms, literary device, a quote from or idea from the book, and then moral story. Okay. So do not forget that
You have one more question.
But
Is it 325? Figure out the answer. Wait, go to the. We can't use this one yet. You gotta go. You gotta go from the top. This one?
Okay, so the quote that we got from the Cat in the Hat was, and our fish came down too. He fell into a pot. He said, "Do I like this? Oh, I do not. I do not. This is not a good game," said our fish as he lit. "No, I do not like it, not one little bit." And then we said that it was stage 4 of the moral development stage, because that's when children start to notice their different obligations, and they use their judgment to decide how they're going to take on problems. And then we decided that the conflict was character versus character, because in the book, so the cat and the fish were conflicting in there because the fish didn't want the cat in the house and the cat wanted to stay and play with the kids.
And because of thing 1 and thing 2 with the children, because the children didn't like that thing 1 and thing 2 were making such a mess of the house, and that they were just screwing up everything that was in there, and their mother was going to come home too. So that would have put on another stage of development, which...
325. Should we just let this side team win, or should we go one more question?
One more question. They need to fight. Because last time they
Alright, switch chairs. This is going to be the battle of a lifetime now. What's the score?
Your hand down, I swear.
Okay, the Green team has 1,175. Connor's team has 1,100.
Alright.
5 points for
Listen up.
dollars.
You guys need at least
Prayer of a selfish child. I need you to identify a quote, a literary device. I need you to identify for me the psychological term. I need you to make sure that you relate it to a life lesson, okay? Hold on. One caveat. You may not use the line that says, "So none of the other kids can use them, amen." You must use any line except that. The title is included.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here. Take it home. Here.
Wait, who got it?
Jeanette.
Oh.
We're not allowed to use the list. Okay, so the children's let go is that. So we're not allowed to use the last line.
You're not allowed to use the last
Oh,
line.
dang. Okay, so then I guess then we can say that.
May I'll repeat the poem, and then both sides
Okay.
can. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep, and if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord to my choice to break.
Can you repeat the second one?
No! Stop!
I can't hear it.
That's sad. You should have paid attention.
I couldn't hear it from here.
Do the second to the last one.
You guys stop talking.
How many times?
I thought they started answering and then you started repeating.
Just go.
Right, 10 more seconds.
Okay, so I guess the children's let quote would be I pray the Lord to my soul to keep. And also one of the this is not, can I get my computer? The psychological term or can we do moral stages too? Okay, so the moral stages also would be no, it's not this one. I can't find it. Just go. It's not this one. Just use her. Okay, I guess 8 to 9 can grow.
I'm so sorry.
Dude, because
Well, they weren't timed.
So basically, the quote was, I pray the Lord my toys to break. And the psychological term that we decided was, this is stage 0 of the moral development stages. This goes into ages 0 to 4. And children don't understand morals, so they will decide upon different situations in a more inhumane way. And the conflict between the child and the other kids. The life lesson is to think about others and how they may feel, because if you don't think about others, you may end up hurting someone, because if you want your toys to break, somebody else can use
Can
them.
we just call this a tie? Or Okay, they won all of them. They won those points. 325. You guys want one more opportunity? Alright, another one. Another one. They got it. They got it over there.
It has to be like a 500. Another one. They can't.
wait, what's the point?
point.
325 for.
You know what poem you didn't do? Gum eyeball.
Yeah, you do that
The eyeball's in there, where?
Yeah, you didn't do that one yet.
Where's the eyeball?
It's gum eyeball. It's legit supposed to be tapped in there. You were using yours before.
No, I don't see it.
Switch seats.
Listen to Ashley, what's the score?
Your current state is 1,515, 1,100.
So they can't
It has to be like 500.
Can't win.
Or 400.
Do 400. 400 fine.
Do we want to watch a 400?
Yes! How about we just 400
Where's that gun ball?
Yeah.
Where's the gun ball?
It's page 68.
14 questions.
400 would be a tie.
Alright, there's 400 then.
But that would be a tie.
I like that.
450. Do 450.
There's so much battle in this.
You just do 450
Yeah.
or 420.
Alright, let me read the poem to you so everybody knows. Gum eyeball. There's an eyeball in the gumball machine right there between the red and the green, looking at me as if to say, you don't need any more gum today. I would like you to answer the quote, literary device, psychological device, and the moral of the story.
Do it.
He rang it.
No, someone rang
He
it.
rang it. He rang it.
Hold on,
Ow.
what the heck? What happened?
Don't ring it yet. I didn't hear that.
Wait, stop here. Here, re-ring it. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I will press it. I will press it.
Connor got that. Yeah, Connor got that. Yeah, Connor got it.
I got it.
It's all good.
Are you ready?
Okay, so we have to have get the whole thing.
Oh, let's do that.
No, that's the right one. Yeah, you read it right. Children,
10 seconds.
The children's quote / idea was, you don't need any more gum today. The psychological quote / term was, ages 8 to 9 appreciates imaginary adventure. Teachers need to recognize the importance of literature for laughter, releasing tension and providing enjoyment. The theme in life lesson was, the lesson is too much is enough, or it can be. A warning, or also to stop the theme, is a kid looks at a gumball machine and sees an eye, telling the person / character that's enough.
I'm so sorry. Try it over to the other side. Go.
So the quote was, looking at me as if to say, you don't need any more gum today. So we said that this displays stage 2 of moral development because children notice their responsibilities and act upon their own actions. And it's also ages 5 to 8. And then the conflict was self versus self because the eyeball represented their moral judgment. And then the moral is that you don't always need to take more of something you don't need to take more than you need.
You still, where you lose me is that self versus self, but then the rest of, okay.
I
feel
can explain self
Can I just say
versus
this at a time?
Mr. Wally, please